si desde la experiencia que han tenido ustedes, ¿qué le exigen o qué les solicitan a quienes entregan esos recursos, a esas iniciativas u organizaciones? Cuando entregan los recursos, si les piden algo en contraprestación o simplemente entregan los recursos y ya, y ahí quedó como, no hay una exigencia o algún requisito.
I don't think there are things in life without demands or requirements. These are part of the picture. And in the case of Romanian community foundations, there is usually a request for a narrative and financial report. The complexity of that report depends, but also I would agree to what Erika was saying, that it's important to also encourage donors to give and to make sure that the information that it's important to reach the donors can do so. And these reports, again, they don't have to be highly bureaucratic, but they have to give some sense of what happened in those projects that were supported, what were some results achieved, who was engaged, and so on. So I would say that the complexity of the reports depends from one fund to another, depends on the amounts, but that usually, at least in kind of two-pager report, this is usually requested from all projects. And what's interesting from my perspective is to see what you look for in these reports. And many times donors look to see that the project was implemented according to the plan. And in my view, this is not the most exciting thing you can look for in these reports and in real life. I think it's quite important to see if some results appeared, what are these changes, what are these results in the community. And also it's important to see what has been learned and how the capacity of the grantee has improved as well. So I think it's quite important to figure out what are you looking for in this report, and not just ask for everything, but see what's your philosophical proposition to donors as well. And I'm encouraging community foundations in Romania to promote this flexibility and not look at the project plan like it would be a god that has to be followed, but more an initial indication. And then projects should adapt to real life circumstances and to changes that make them better, maybe. So that means that there is an open relationship between the community foundation and its grantees, that if changes need to be implemented, these are shared by the grantees, that it is an environment that is promoting learning and improvement, and not an environment that is kind of, okay, let's tick boxes, because that's a different culture. And I think sometimes donors might expect this, so it's part of also of the relationship between the community foundation and the donor to clarify what you are looking for and why it's important to have results, but also allow for learning and growth of capacity in this process. Because in the end, it's not about just having super efficient organization, but it's a process how we get by each experience to these organizations that are stronger and more efficient in the end. But as Erika was saying, it's a gradual process. It's not something that happens overnight. So managing the expectations between grantees and donors, I think it's quite an important part of the process. And we can look at reporting as a component of this.
Igual que Alina, sí pedimos una contrapartida no económica, no en especie, no nos fijamos en eso. Sabemos que de entrada las organizaciones ponen mucho tiempo, talento y pasión, y con eso es suficiente, pero sí les pedimos orden, seriedad, compromiso, y también los monitoreamos. Depende de la inversión que aportemos y del perfil del proyecto. Se hacen monitoreos cada 6 meses y si no, al final de año se hace, o cuando ya se cumple un año del recurso otorgado, se da un monitoreo. Y pues otra vez apelando a la empatía, tenemos que ver, hay indicadores o resultados, indicadores de proceso, cómo se hacen las cosas, de resultado, qué cosas se dan y de impacto, qué se hace con esos resultados, ¿no? Pero también tenemos que ver, no todas las organizaciones y el sector social siempre ha sido un reto llegar al tema de impacto, ¿no? Y entonces, no sé en Colombia, pero aquí todavía sigue siendo un reto desde el ROI, el retorno social de la inversión, desde que si es impacto o es resultado. Entonces, bueno, ahí sí somos un poco no tan exigentes, sí nos quedamos a nivel de resultados cuando es lo que se puede dar, y ya si podemos llegar a nivel de impacto, pues qué mejor, ¿no? Pero todo eso depende del grado de madurez y del tipo de proyecto que estemos financiando, pero nunca damos un peso sin monitorearlo. Eso es parte de lo que queremos cambiar en el donante, que no se conforme con, ay, pues ojalá que lo haga bien, ay, Dios que lo juzgue. No, no, Dios que lo juzgue, no. Dios lo va a juzgar a usted por no andar dando seguimiento a su donativo. Entonces, sí damos seguimiento muy puntual.
Súper, Erika y Alina, miren acá cómo es de importante esa característica que hemos mencionado en otros momentos de la importancia de hacer rendición de cuentas, porque eso fortalece a las iniciativas y a las organizaciones locales, pero también permite fortalecer la relación de confianza con los donantes. Entonces también creo que eso que están mencionando de pegarle mucho al tema de rendición de cuentas es muy, muy importante.